Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Trinidadi, and let's queer up the USA view. Raiders released Christian Wilkins after a locker room kiss. NFL defensive tackle Christian Wilkins has reportedly been released by the Las Vegas Raiders just months after joining the team, following an alleged incident in which he kissed a teammate on the top of his head. According to a source who spoke with ESPN's Adam Schefter, the teammate found the gesture offensive. While the kiss has raised eyebrows across the league and among LGBTQ fans, sources confirm it wasn't the only reason behind Wilkins' dismissal. Wilkins, a former Miami Dolphins standout, had been recovering from a left foot fracture. ESPN reports that the Raiders voided the remaining $35.2 million contract of guaranteed money on his contract due to what they described as poor handling of his rehab. NFL media noted that Wilkins declined to undergo a recommended second procedure on his foot. The team released him under a, quote, terminated vested veteran status, prompting Wilkins to file a grievance through the Players Association. A Raiders spokesperson issued a statement saying, quote, this franchise has a commitment to excellence on and off the field. This transaction is necessary for the entire organization to move forward and prepare for the new season, end quote. But the move is being viewed with increased skepticism given the franchise's recent anti-LGBTQ history. In 2022, the Raiders released Carl Nassib, the NFL's first openly gay active player, less than a year after he came out publicly in a powerful Instagram video. Whether the head kiss was a harmless gesture or a coded flashpoint in a sport still grappling with queer inclusion, the LGBTQ community is watching closely. So I think that a kiss on the head is probably the least gay thing that could happen between athletes, because I've seen a lot and I'm not even an athlete. All right. And I've heard a lot from a lot of the athletes that I have canoodled with about what goes on in locker rooms, what goes on, on and off the field. Yeah. So to have a little head kiss is ridiculous to me, or to have that kind of reaction to. And so I don't know the person who was feeling some type of way about the head kiss, and it was all allegedly. Nobody has really made any public statements about this. I speculate that it might be uncomfortable. There might be some people on the team that are just uncomfortable with a gay football player, or at least one that's out. So maybe there is a little truth to that, but why that would have anything to do with somebody's contract.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of without any more details is that maybe there are some people that feel on the team that there's a cohesion issue. If there's the gay guy, the smear the queer kind of thing, like, hey, we don't really want him on the team. And maybe it does have something to do with his foot surgery. He hasn't really made a public statement that I know of.
Is he gay?
Who?
This guy, is he gay?
Yes.
He is? Mm-hmm. I totally missed that. I thought, I'm sorry, you continue, but in my head, I was like, I know they commented on another football player.
Production, he came out as gay, no?
This player that was removed.
Okay, no answer from production.
Okay.
I thought he was. And so, I mean, my question was, which head did he kiss? I mean, because, like, how do you just piss somebody off with a kiss on the head? Unless it's like, this is the kiss, you're Italian, and you're like, this is the kiss of death. From Sicily.
And then just fucking.
And then you leave. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's something like that, or a Colombian necktie kiss. Like, I'm not. But like you said, you went down the rabbit hole and there was not a lot of more information as to what really happened in the locker room. You know what I mean? There is toxic masculinity in most of men's sports to the up 10th degree, So if someone, may act a certain kind of way where there's less clothing in a toxic masculine kind of format, maybe it can be taken wrong. Maybe it can. You know what I mean? Like, boys in that kind of way, they're calling each other the F word, they're slapping each other's asses, you know what I mean? Something can be taken too far, and then there is an actually gay man in the locker room, and you said the wrong thing, and he came up to you and kissed you on the forehead. Who knows, But I feel that if they voided the rest of his $35 million contract, he's not talking. You know what I mean? He's not going to say shit else about what happened in that locker
Maybe
room,
until
you know?
disputes are settled.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like Carl Nassib. You mentioned Carl Nassib in the story, and I met him at Miami Beach Pride.
You did?
Gorgeous man. Woo. Gorgeous brown man, okay? And again, I had to, like, the journalist in me was like, I gotta ask, like, what happened and blah, blah, blah. He goes, honestly, to this day, I still can't say more about how it went down.
Yeah,
and trust me, it affected my pocketbook in a certain way, you know? And those were his words, not mine, you know? So who knows what Christian is going through right now? $35 million is a lot to get voided.
And honestly, I do want to put out the possibility that there was something that was material in which they needed to let him go.
Yeah, that seemed like the actual.
Yeah.
So
because ESPN said that, right? Didn't ESPN say that?
Yeah, ESPN.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Oh, Espen? I'm like, who? Which player is that?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Who is Espen? Espionage. New track win.
As you know, I will never ever be watching ESPN. So.
Espionage. But yeah, so there clearly needs to be more research done on my part, specifically on this story as to why he was actually removed. There is a point of view where if he inappropriately touched another player and that player was fed up, then that can contribute to some sort of slap on the wrist. Removing your multi-million-dollar contract seems a little much for that action, for me personally.
Yeah.
But if he was refusing proper care to heal himself to be a good player, then as a business person, I'm not going to have this liability on my team taking all our money, but can't actually return it with action. Not to be all sports about it.
No.
But yeah, further research needs to be done about this. About his sexuality, I think I completely missed it, whether he's actually gay or not. I know they commented on another player in 2022 who was gay. Yes, and then he was removed soon after coming out. So that's cut and dry. This is a little bit more muddy as to why he actually got the boot. He should have been wearing the boot if his ankle was messed up, honestly.
And one last thing from me, okay? Vegas Raiders sounds weird, okay? It will always be the Oakland Raiders to me. That's all. And that is the big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.